that you can do dealing with racism, dealing with prejudice. All of that exists. Have your mask. Have a double-sided mask. Have it on. This the black when I'm going.
For the black side of
for the
town,
black, yeah, and then for the other side
is for the white side.
Yes,
Okay,
make sure
I
they
got
have color so you can.
But what
see
you do with your skin if it don't change?
Well, your skin will never change.
Well, all right then. So
your skin will never change.
It's not about the mask. It's about getting respect and respecting others. And guys, look, there is no cure for COVID-19. Nobody gonna go out there wait so say tell you the truth. All they do is guessing, just like us. And if you don't take care of yourself, they're not worried about you. So all you got to do is do what they ask you to do: sanitize, sanitize, sanitize. Stop believing in their testing. I got a friend right now. He's been having the COVID for almost 3 weeks.
Oh.
He went take another test. It was negative. Then before he was supposed to return to work, he go take another test. He took the next test. It was positive again. So you got to start taking care of yourself. You got to do all the things that you need to do. You're not a child. Every time you turn on the news, they're telling you how to do this, how to do that. Come on, guys. We grown-ups. We're supposed to take care of ourselves. And I'm not saying that neither one of us can catch it, but we can kind of prevent it by listening, social distancing, because tomorrow, guys, the plantation opens up tomorrow. They want everybody to go back to work like nothing happened. Now, this is what's going to happen to a lot of you. They're not offering you raises. They're not giving you benefits. They're not giving you health care. And a lot of them don't even have a union to protect your rights. Mm-hmm. Guys, you're making more money on unemployment. You ain't got to go back to work tomorrow. Tell them you sick. Tell them you feel the symptoms. All they've been doing to us is lying. So why you can't lie until they find a better cure and get you in a better place? Is your life worth their business? This is what you got to understand. Their business is not compared to your life. And they don't care about your life. Because if they did, they wouldn't be having you in this hostile environment. Because they're giving you, so say, raises and all these little bonuses. Make them sign that contract paper. They're not telling you how long it's going to last. Once you get back into the plantation program, they're going to treat you just like they did the slaves back in the day. Offered you 40 acres and a mule. You didn't even realize that you was going to be the mule working the 40 acres. Guys, me being black, this is how I know all these things, the lies that they done told us. And I'm not going to keep on asking them what I got to do with my life. Your life is in your hand now. Because without you, there is no them. But you got to come with your own demand. Don't let them tell you what they want you to do. You tell them what you're going to do and what it's going to cost them for you to do it. Now, COVID-19, I want to thank it for coming to America. And I want to apologize and give my condolences to all the lives it takes.
Okay.
But just like every black that done lost his life to make a change did come. Now we got to calculate and all this. We got to get ourselves together and let these businesses know without us, there is no you. But we got to do it together. We can't be separated. Blacks, whites, and white people. Listen to me. They treating y'all worse than some of the blacks. You just don't see it because you're looking at your color right now. But look at your paycheck. You're not getting none of the benefits that they so say you got. Because look at right now in the House. Mitch McConnell right now is mad because they want to give some more money, some more of our money to us. Now you see why Trump loved Mitch? Because he in love with the money just like Trump. Guys, we don't mean nothing to these people. We are dollar signs. So wake up, get together, get organized. But this time come with your ruling. You are the true leaders, not them. They are our servants. Don't let them treat you like you're the servant.
Yes. And we have another caller. But as you can tell, we might have some problems with the phone because we're in really bad weather. And evidently the hand needs some lotion on it. So we're gonna go ahead. Caller, you have a question or a comment?
Yes, I had another comment.
Yes.
I want to make a comment on what Mr. Kevin just said, and he's absolutely right. Nothing should go back to normal because normal wasn't working for Black or poor people in America. If we go back to the way things were before Corona, we done lost the whole lesson. We need to rise up and do better as people, period.
Yes, ma'am.
That was my comment.
Okay.
And thank you. That means Black people, Hispanics, Asians, all of us getting together, guys, and stop letting these people separate us because we all in that bucket full of like the crabs. All of us trying to help each other get out, not knowing we can do it without them, so say God and us. Now take control over this. Look, guys, a lot of businesses not going to be coming back up. Oh, well. If me or you had a business and it failed, they wouldn't worry about us. That's why I was so mad at the stimulus went to the billionaires and the trillionaires for them to get their monies back. They billionaires and trillionaires. They get their money every year for taxes. We pay more taxes than them, so they shouldn't have got none of the stimulus check. But yet still, we feel we got to fly their plane. We feel we got to ride their boats. Guys, without us, there is no them. Wake up. Stop letting them convince you that they are the ones that in control of your life. You're not free if they're telling you what to do.
Yes, and as you can tell, this is a live segment where our show is defending our community. Our topic is respect my existence or expect my resistance, and you could take that either way. If you want to call us, you could call us at 337-781-1110, 337-781-1110. And I seen that we're gonna send like a little shout out to Michael Teague, Shaylin Davis, Marbuck and Joe of the Marbuck and Joe show, Brother Jay, and hey Mary Dell and Uncle Raw, how y'all doing out there? We want to also let you realize that when you're getting your mask, just make sure that you have a double-sided mask, because like some people are being charged as they going in the store with the black mask on, which is like this, which is one of my favorite colors. But just have one that's both sided so that you could put it on both sides.
Just be respectful, guys. And look, this next one, I want to give out to all the white folks who think it's justifiable to kill unarmed young blacks just because they're black. Guys, you can't just keep doing that. And to the white folks, not all the white folks, to all the white folks who don't understand this is wrong, guys, check y'all background. Y'all got family. If something like this was to happen to y'all family, y'all would be doing the same thing that black folks do, which I got to give y'all credit because now y'all know how to protest. Black folks, we used to know how to protest, but now white folks, y'all in control. But guys, take a heed of this.
That's not so. We still know how to protest. It's just that a lot of people are trying to do other avenues. Protest has been one of the
well, let's get that caller so they can get off the line.
There's a caller. A caller?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you're on.
How y'all doing? Greetings to you, Sister Khadijah, and greetings to you, Brother Leroy.
Brother Broussard, not Leroy.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I want to commend you guys on having this topic, first of all. And I'd like to say that I agree 100%. And I would like to add that a lot of people are wondering how to fight right now because the adversary is not a person. It's a disease. The adversary is them and they and all these general terms. But like I told a group of kids the other day, the way we fight this thing, the next revolution is health. And no one is responsible for your health except you. So we have to get our minds right, understand who we are, be secure in our identity first as the first people on this planet and black people living here in America. But the next revolution is the revolution of black people's health and being consciously healthy. And if we fight that battle by making ourselves better, we're going to come out on the other side of this smelling like a rose. Thank you for allowing me on. Y'all have a great day.
Okay,
That was a good comment, man, because look, from slavery on, you know, slavery taught us how to live, how to survive. But we got to teach our own self how to live. And this is what we lose with one another. Guys, look, like me and the call and other people who know what this life is about. Until you do better, you know better. When you know better, you're going to do better. Don't wait on somebody to tell you what you already know that you need to do for your life. We cannot keep making excuses about the white man, the other culture, and all this until we find our own self. We the only ones can love us the way we supposed to be loved. I know that color black puts a lot of fear no matter where you go on this earth, no matter where you go on this planet. Black is fear. Guys, I don't think y'all remember when they went killed the lion that had a black fur. This is what we go through every day. This is what we go through our livelihood. This is what we go through in our neighborhoods. But we can understand that. But we got to do better for ourselves. We got to learn how to respect. We got to learn how to respect one another. And until we do that, they will never, ever respect us the way we should be respected.
yes. Caller, question or comment?
I have a comment. Mr. Kevin just said about we have to learn how to respect ourselves. There's this sister that I like to follow her readings, Dr. Frances Cress Welsing.
Yes.
And she had made this statement one time, and I cringe every time I hear my husband play like some vulgar rap music, because it brings to mind her saying what she had said. We the only people on this entire planet who have been taught to sing and praise our demeanor. I'm a bad bitch. I'm a hoe. I'm a gangster. I'm a thug. I'm a dog. And they said with pride, if you can train people to demean and degrade themselves, you can oppress them forever. You can even program them to kill themselves, which we're doing. We're killing each other. And they won't even know what didn't happen to them. Don't even understand mentally what had happened to them. So when I became a grandmother, I require my grandchildren to refer to me as Queenie, because I'm a queen. I'm a black queen. And that's where I came from, and that's what I want princesses to follow. This is a really, really good show and a great topic, because all of this could end with us learning how to respect each other. The last caller commented about taking care of our bodies, and he's right too. Because if we take care of our body and put it in to diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, then we won't be relying on the government for their hands out of Medicaid and Medicare either. It'll put an end to a lot of our dementia, and we won't be first in line for all of the diseases either if we took care of our bodies.
Yes, ma'am.
That's my comment.
Thank you. And that's a great comment. But, you know, you kill a man's soul, he'll kill his own self. And look, I listen to rap, I listen to reggae, I listen to grunge, I listen to punk rock. I listen to it for the message in what they're saying. A lot of people use cuss words because of the way they're feeling. Because you listen to something doesn't mean you got to go out there and do it. The message is for everybody. You know, songs, that's why the slaves used to make their own little hymns on the plantation, because it got them through another day. Same thing with some of these rappers. Not all these rappers, some of these rappers. They rapping about what they going through, what they done been through to help other people. They're telling you the way their mind is operating. They're telling you what they're going through. All we got to do is listen. Sometimes it's the same story as yours, but it's supposed to give you hope, not discouraged to go and kill somebody because you're feeling down and depressed. And this is what happened the other day in New Iberia with these little guys with a drive-by shooting. The other day at churches, the lady's boyfriend went and shot her at her job. This is called not respecting other people's life. And this is why we need to talk about this more and more over, because us being as Black people, psychiatrists don't listen to us. You can't come to my neighborhood if you ain't stayed in and tell me what I should be doing if I know what I need to be doing. We always need some so-called expert to tell us about our life. Well, our ancestors was our experts. You know, some fell off to drinking, some fell off to drugs, just to deal with life. That don't mean we have to do it. You know, my uncle, smartest man that was in our town, he took drugs just to tone him down. I respect that man still till today, because if it wouldn't have been for him showing me to depend on yourself, then guess what? I wouldn't be who I am today. My mom, my dad, my aunts, they was all independent, but they was more dependent on their bosses than their own life until they realized they could do something with their own life. And this is the same thing that's happening right now. We complain about the white man's job. We complain about the white man's rule, but yet still we still go to the white man to tell us what we need to do about our future. So you cannot blame the white man when you keep on asking the white man what you have to do. Look in the mirror. See who reflection you see. That's the person you need to be talking to. That's the person you need to be controlling. That's the person you need to be pushing yourself to do better. And yes, grandchildren, children, they're all supposed to change your future for you to change theirs. Because we are the only role models they have. And if they see you doing something dumb, I can guarantee you they're going to do the same thing thinking it's fun. So stop thinking that somebody else's life is worse than yours.
Well, yes, and some of the previous caller also had mentioned about music and some of the rap songs that you do say that you don't have a problem listening to
At all.
They do have good, deserving rap music, and then on the other hand, they don't really have good rap music worth the lick. Now, I can't remember the artist, but one of the artists with "Bitch Better Have My Money." So
that came from a pimp.
It came from a pimp. All right.
Correct.
All right. So whoever the artist was, who is it that he was referring to as a bitch?
The bitches that was working for him.
What could it have been a dog that he was referring to that's owing him some money? Or could it be somebody that looks ideally like the person that gave him birth? You know, so when you think about things like that, I mean, who are you totally disrespecting? The
and
topic,
he probably didn't have a mama in his life either. You got to realize that too.
The topic is respect my existence, or respect my existence, or expect my resistance. You know, that says a whole lot. If you're gonna respect my existence, like another really good song is by Arrested Development, and Tennessee.
That was a rapper,
and that's what I'm saying. A good song is by Arrested Development, Tennessee. But instead of just listening to the lyrics, you have to see the video. The video is talking about, you know, you're taking me to another place. Here I could see my ancestors being lynched from the trees, you know, and why did it have to happen like that? You mentioned Emmett Till in one of your earlier speeches and everything. And Emmett Till, Mabel Till, she said she wanted the whole world to know,
to see
what they done to her child. I mean, they just horrifically killed Emmett, tortured him behind a lie that the white woman had told that she later confessed, saying that okay, he did not whistle at her or anything like that.
That was on a dying bed, though.
Right, but there was no repercussion for that. There should have been some type of resistance, whereas they went to jail, whereas they done something, they just got away whole freely with that type of murder.
But it was up to us as black folks to keep this going because, look, guys.
Well, we
right.
wasn't.
Well, the thing,
we
weren't born at that time, but still,
Right.
This story touched everybody's life. I mean, when I got older, and I started realizing that I did mean something to this country, that's when I started waking up and realizing that I can learn more, so I can do better and do better for not just me, but for the people who don't understand. Now, I hurt people feeling because they don't want the truth no more. I mean, guys, we've been lied to so many times, and that's our biggest problem. From politics to religion, it's a big lie, and we just believe everything they tell us. We believe this.
I don't think you hurt people's feelings because they don't want to hear the truth. It's the deliverance, the way you deliver the truth.
Well, I'm delivering it the way it comes. I can't give you a hug if you deserve a slap.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we go wrong right now with our own children. We got to tell our children what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. And we got to start disciplining them the way it's supposed to go. I'm not saying beat your child. I'm saying whip them, punish them. But how can you expect them to go out into this world with all the disrespecting we already get if we can't get them to respect us at home? It starts at the house, guys. Respect. It got to come from the parent. My parents showed me respect. And you get it if you give it. Now, you're not going to get everybody's respect, but as long as you respect yourself, you will not be in their category. So you got to understand what respect is and what do you deserve to be respected for. Call a question or comment.
Good afternoon, Mr. Kevin, and good afternoon, Sister Khadija. And again, I thank you, Mr. Kevin, for correcting the brother out there. I could never stand in the footprints of Mr. Kevin, not Mr. Leroy. Listen, Mr. Kevin. Three things. I want to try to get them off quick. First of all, I want to tell people, and I know you're not talking so much on the subject matter of COVID-19, but listen, what the doctor's not telling our people, Mr. Kevin, don't sit around waiting on your vaccine or waiting on some ventilator that's going to really further mess you up based on scientific facts. Go out there and get you some vitamin D3. It's been proven. The doctor's not telling us that. They're not talking about it. This is not no pie in the sky religious type talk. This is some pure scientific talk. Get on some vitamin D3 quick. And then you won't have to worry about all of this other crazy stuff going on. But look, my second part, Mr. Kevin, is I sat there and watched the opening of the legislative session the other day in Baton Rouge. And I looked at a bunch of weak black politicians sitting there and clapping for the governor. It might be good, but it's almost like a slave kingdoms type situation. My thing is this. What are the black congressional, the black legislative caucus going to demand from the state of Louisiana? Wasn't it the black community that helped push this governor into the seat? Not the time for these legislative people stop just wanting to take pictures with the governor. We see everybody and their brother taking pictures with the governor. I'm sure Mr. Kevin might have a picture he took with the governor or Sister Khadija. But look, seriously, we got to start demanding. That's why, and you're so right, Mr. Kevin, we don't demand our fair share. We don't ask. We don't be unified. We got the power. We put him in office. With this COVID-19 aftermath economically, we should be demanding more. The third thing is this, Mr. Kevin, I know you want to on this. Little St. Edward Church, where I grew up in, passed through the church, where I'm so much disillusioned with, Catholic Church in New Iberia. They finally had some people speaking up and had a protest on how the church governing body parishioners did not have a fair share of dishing out the contracts when building that new building across the street. Well, hell to the no, Mr. Kevin. It's been going on forever. It was the black community, such as my father and all of us back in the day, who helped put in money, economic help build that church.
and all the church money and tithes went to the school in so many ways, and now it does not serve the people who attend the church. And it's about time people speak out. But Mr. Kevin, here's the caveat. They have some Uncle Toms who've been sitting on that say that with advisory board for so long, who've been looking the other way and letting everything pass into the other community. And I'm not trying to say racial, but when the black community is supposed to be a black-oriented church, but it got mixed people, but they were putting out money in there, but we not getting nothing of any kind of service other than having to go to church and put in the tithes and getting a little spiritual wisdom. So I want you to comment on that, and I'm gonna jump off the line. Thank you so much, my brother.
All right, and thank you, Jay. You always come with some good stuff, man. But look, number one, this is why the great COVID has woken up this country to let us know we are the only leaders who can lead our own self. And God, look, I'm not part of no church. I'm not part of no club. I'm not part of none of these NAACPs. I'm not part of none of these people and organizations. So that's why I can see things on a neutral side. Is when you start taking sides, you become blinded on one side that keep giving you a lie. And St. Edward's biggest problem is, well, I'm going to put it to you like this. And once again, people, I'm not talking about your belief with God. I'm talking about y'all letting these churches use y'all God in vain.
High stake pimping.
All the Christian churches own all the black Christian churches. They all owned by the white Christian church. If we so-called praying to a God, they should have one church per town, not 2 and 3. Now they got Hispanic Christian churches now. It start by separating, dividing, and they conquer, y'all. Y'all got to understand, you don't have to pay for no tithes. Your tithes used to be if you help somebody that needs something. You don't have to pay no building fund. You don't have to pay for your pastor or your minister's new car. You don't have to give no pastor no appreciation day because he so say met God and you didn't. All these things are a factor in the life of us being our own leaders. This is why all these corporations, all these religions are taking a coat of our minds if you allow them to. They're making you see what you want to see. And they are the one profiting, not you. Because the Jesus, when I was a Christian that I read about, he didn't want no building to have church. Church was supposed to be in your heart, and it was for free. You paid your tithes by feeding somebody that was hungry or helping somebody that needed help. Now, all of a sudden, you got to pay to, so say, go to heaven. Guys, this is your heaven in your hell. It's your choice to decide which one you want on this earth while you are living.
In some cases where there are deserving churches and everything like that, in some cases, it's up to the congregation to help pay for the light bill, for the water bill, for the sewage, and there is a building fund, whereas you have to pay in order to continue to own your building if you don't necessarily own it.
It's supposed to be for the people.
I know here in Lafayette at the Imani Church and everything. I mean, it's a ideal church where people, conscious-minded people, can go to. The Bishop Milton. You know, he knows his Black history as well as he knows his scripture, and so a lot of times he coincided together where he could give you like both sides of the story and everything like that. But in some cases, you really, in order to have your own place of worship. Now I'm not talking in your heart. Now I'm not talking about the $1 million churches that are here in our area. You know,
and meanwhile, y'all got homeless people 2-3 blocks. But y'all building $1 million church.
Well, they're building $1 million church. That's part of the economic. That's part of the economic development that they have a chance to really get into their hand. That's part of their economic development. But we wanted to make sure that we stay directly on the topic, which is respect my existence or expect my resistance. you have to really, really be careful. The caller mentioned about health. The other caller mentioned about knowing self and knowing what your responsibilities is to your body, to your community, and we got to take heed to that. The epidemic that's out right now, the COVID-19, it doesn't discriminate and it's hitting everybody, but it's tripling the effect on the Black community. And so we just want you to just pay close attention. If you don't have to go outside, to go to the store, then don't go. Make your grocery list for once a week, and or if you could.
Well, tomorrow the Great Plantation open up, so they're not worried about nobody catching COVID-19, long as the dollar sign comes. Oh, it's there. It's there.
Well,
but like Brother Jay said, get your vitamins and start taking care of yourself. Stop waiting on these doctors.
Right. Caller, you have a question or a comment? Caller? Okay, we must have lost that
So
caller.
stop waiting on these doctors, guys. I mean, take care of yourself. I mean, everything that we mentioned from elderberry, apple cider vinegar, lemons, all this natural stuff, even the teas. You can make all this, guys.
Yeah,
but stop waiting for a doctor appointment to tell you whether you're going to live or die.
The Marguerite tea, that's something that we were raised up on also. The call is on. Caller.
Question or comment?
This is Marja. Maybe question and comment. Great show this evening. Thank you both for doing it. And of course, thank you for the people behind the camera. I just want to say that back in the day, the churches were instrumental in the movement. And Imani Temple is one church that is definitely boots on the ground, working in the community. And, the lights have to stay on in order for us to use the building. The bill has to be paid in order for us to use the building.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody in his or her right mind believes that they have to pay to get to heaven. I think we know better than that. But,
some don't. Some don't.
There is a cost associated because of the system that we are in. If the lights aren't paid, they go off. If the mortgage is not paid, we lose the building. Then where do we congregate? Where do we take care of our business?
Inside of your heart.
Where do we have our meetings and things of that nature?
That's right.
So,
one another houses.
Yeah, that's my
comment. Thank you so much for taking it out.
All right, and that's a good point. It's another good point because of the simple fact that the churches was the cornerstone doing the civil rights. And like I say, some still is because like we have Imani Temple that still do things on behalf of its community, on behalf of our constituents, and you need that.
What you need is to find who you truly are, because you will not find no God until you find yourself.
Okay,
you cannot pay or pray no God inside of yourself. If it's not in your heart, I don't care how many times you go to church, no matter where the building or how high the building is, until you find yourself.
And and another thing, that's what's so good about when you're finding yourself, and what's so good about learning about the God that's in you, no matter who you believe is your
God. You heard me say the God that's in you.
No matter who you believe that's your God, because I personally speaking for myself, I know I've had to get down on my knees and just pray because of some of the things when people totally disrespect you, and for you to go right there for the juggler. And
so you forgive your stepfather?
I never forgive him.
Okay, but you're not praying right.
I'll never.
I'm kidding. That's what I'm trying to tell you right there. So
that's not what I was talking about, Kuyon. You're the one that's always bringing up something that
but
don't
like
need
I
to
said,
be
let your oppressor enslave your mind. You got to let that go, because if you prayed and found that God. And we getting off this for a little bit, God. Just for a little bit. If you found that God, that man that you can't stand that much, should be hugged every day, because God is with you. But guys, we got to do better for ourselves. Black, white, Hispanics. I don't care what's your culture. Try to understand each other's culture and our background. We always get into a confrontation with Creole, Cajun, all this other stuff, guys.
No, we
that's all.
always get into a confrontation.
I
and
don't get
well,
it because they got the
because-
right. They got the right to say
Well,
what they feel they are.
Well, then don't equate me as being a Creole. Don't equate me as being a Cajun when in actuality, Cajun and nigger were both derogatory terms that existed. And whenever they call us a Cajun, or whenever they call us a little nigger, we
But you in Cajun
responded.
country, nigga.
Sure did. Sure, you gonna
Or do I have that for kids?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
On. But go ahead, caller. You got a question or comment?
caller? Oh, the caller must have hung
Yeah,
up.
but
But you know what? Another thing is that once you know your history, then you could appreciate yourself. You could appreciate
in
life
the
much
definition of
better.
those words.
Caller, it's a caller. On
Hey,
you?
this is Margaret, and I have to say,
Oh yes.
brother, just because we pray doesn't make us perfect. I've had some pretty harsh things said and done to me. And trust me, I know God like I know Margie Broussard because I am the God, okay?
That's my point, Margie.
Little God. I'm a little God serving the big God, okay?
That's my point, Margie.
So if I have an issue forgiving somebody, that's not for you to judge, okay?
Never.
It's God to judge.
Thank you.
okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
That's right.
And,
That's,
and I say that to all you other Christians who like to judge people who don't believe in y'all God. So that goes for the same way that we feel.
okay.
I just want to add that some of the things that we learned at Imani Temple that we are one with God.
Yes.
And when we pray not only in the name of Jesus, we pray in our name as well, and in the name of the ancestors.
And I'm glad y'all that kind of church.
Tell me what other church do that.
I can't tell you that.
There is none, Margie.
I'm not a member.
You're not a member. You never be a member.
I'm not a member. I'm a member of people.
Yeah.
That's my
right,
church.
Right. The human race. That's right.
But guys, look,
Thank you so
don't
much.
get offended when I talk about, churches or gods. Because if you got that true belief, my opinion on what y'all think shouldn't affect y'all if y'all got that true in your heart.
Yeah.
I'll give you testing, just like I just told you about the hate that you're giving towards somebody in your family. That shouldn't be there if God didn't touch you. That's all I'm saying. So if you got to keep calling in to give excuses to the demonic temple, then the demonic temple really not what you saying it is. Because
we're not giving no excuses.
y'all gonna give some shout outs to them.
And what we're gonna do
I might
is,
join.
what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and I would like to mute Kevin Mike. Can you go ahead and mute Kevin Mike? Okay, we have 3 minutes as we speak right now. People, please, the stimulus check is to help you out. It's not
It's
to
gone.
buy a lot of hair. It's not to do the nails. It's not to get the 62-inch color TV.
Or 10% to go to your church.
It's not for tires. It's not for tires or mags or anything like that. So just pay close attention. We are at hard times right now, and it's probably going to get a little bit harder.
Well,
But
it's gonna be worse.
for those of us that know self and believe and to the believers themselves, you just continue to remain positive. And also try to get like a double-sided mask because some blacks are being target when they coming in the store with the black
They getting
mask.
targeted without
and
masks,
stuff,
so it doesn't
and
matter.
So just have a double-sided mask. Remember, COVID-19 is for everyone. 3 times more in the black community than anything.
And guys, let's remember this episode. Respect. Let's learn how to respect everybody's existence. It doesn't matter what culture or you're Cajun or Creole. It doesn't matter. We're all humans. We
Cajun
bleed the
Cajun
same because
And Creole was both. They were Cajun. When
that's
they call
just
you
the
a
same.
Cajun,
That's just the same.
when they call you a little nigger, we would call them a little Cajun. You
That's
have to
just
remember.
a saying, though,
It's not a
guys.
saying. It is history, brother.
But we got
Takuna,
to change that
Malana
history. We got to
El-Shabazz
change that.
need to have some more classes dealing with black I am, Cajun Creole I'm not.
Okay, but you got
How
the
many
right
minutes?
to feel. You
1
got the
minute.
right to
Okay, so
feel
we-
the way you want. But guys, go out there and like I said, if you're not part of the solution, you are the problem. And we all got to get together because we are the true leader. We are the true gods. No churches, no politician can tell us what we need to do. And guys, like I said, get together, respect. This is the only way we're going to come through this because look, we're going to be worse in the next couple of months than ever. Because right now, the government, especially the Republican and some Democrats, they are working out plans because you got to understand, they all own businesses. And guess who worked for those businesses? Us. Minimum wage haven't went up. They still haven't gave us benefits for our health care. They still won't give us paid vacation. They still won't give us the union that y'all deserve, guys. If they don't have a union, don't go back to work. Keep collecting your unemployment check. You get more benefits from that. This is a paid vacation with our money. That's not their stimulus. That's our stimulus. And it shouldn't go to no big corporation for them to crank back the same thing that they've been doing with the price gouging.
Right. And we got to remember, Black folks do not have their monies going in the community several times. We have to remember that if you if you have money and you go to a Black-owned business, then that Black-owned business most likely gonna deal with his own people and everything like that. And so we have to remember to try to turn the dollar around in our community. That was one of the things that Sister Janelle Shadwell had mentioned and tried to implement. Buy Black.
Yeah, but not if they're high. If they're high, y'all don't have to buy no Black.
It's called support.
Yeah, but you don't have to price gouge and exploit your own people.
And they not price gouging. You're not
yes,
saying
some
that,
of them are.
You're not saying that to some of them Asian Americans.
Oh, yes, I do. When they price it too high, I walk out their store.
Or better yet, at Freeman.
I don't shop at Freeman.
Okay, all right. As long as
that's the difference between me and ordinary Blacks. When the price is too high, I will walk out and don't feel bad about doing it.
Right.
Just because they're Black and their prices is high, you don't have to shop with them. Because I'm tired of seeing a lot of Black folks going up just because they can do it, guys. It's not about a color. It's about us respecting and existing with one another. So don't let nobody tell you about that. Black folks do the same thing.
Yes, and as you could tell, it's some
call a question or comment.
Black heat, Black love.
Comment.
You're on.
I just want to tell y'all, thank y'all for discussing about the stimulus check. The pay them bills. I mean, they're trying to open up the casino, and if these people are crazy to take this money, supposed to be helping you out for the next couple of months, they better pay their bills. And the other one I want to comment, Matthew 6:33 say, first see the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and you say all things will be added. So once you see God, the Father, the Holy Spirit, everything will be all right.
All right, thank you so much, Carla. And I know we're closing and everything. I don't know. We had like a couple of minutes left.
And we got 1 minute, guys. Look, guys, okay. Look, we're gonna try to do another show next week, and I hope I don't offend a lot of other people like I did this show, but I really don't care because you need to hear it. This is what it used to be, guys. Mm-hmm. I'm giving it to you like you're supposed to hear.
And you heard what he said. He really don't care. But
no, I really do care. That's why.
Okay,
that's why I really do tell the truth about churches, Black people, and all that.
You really do care. You really do care.
And I don't care about their opinions.
Yeah, Troy. Kevin, you never do. Respect my existence. Or expect my resistance. Yes, indeed. And that was the topic. And we want to thank everybody that participated. Jacob, William, Josh, Brother Jay,
Brother Shaheed.
Brother Shaheed.
Our call is Amonic Temple. That's your church. Amonic Temple for their great call about they're the only church that support everybody.
Well, and hey, the truth shouldn't hurt nobody.
It's not.
But you know what? And Imani Temple have shown me that I need to have love for someone like
even your stepfather.
Tradie. Oh my God. You really, yeah. We want to close out, and if, we want to close out. So we want to thank everybody that participated. And do somebody know anything about orthodontists? I'm trying to get in touch with the orthodontist and stuff, and that's to make sure that like say people that you know may have extra teeth in their mouth. So we want to make sure we pull some of those extra teeth out without any pain
Better
medicine.
bite on the pork chop, guys. Don't let nobody tell y'all what y'all need to get rid of, guys. Be yourself. Never try to be like nobody else.
Don't buy don't buy that pork. You know that pork is not good for high blood pressure.
Love
Don't buy
you too, Margie. Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much, my God. I think we all. Oh Lord, Miss Claudia.
Black boy.
What Trey, you could go ahead and you lucky. I've got God in me because I would pop the piss out of you, boy.
You don't have God, if black boy running you like that. You say that too, nose.
Passing, Troy D asked you said that too?
Say what?
Something about
That you love your stepdaddy.
Oh, yes, I do.
Well, y'all need to start showing it.
I